Now that the WWE Women's Evolution pay-per-view has finished officially yesterday, I decided I wanted to talk about three particular superstars, and these particular superstars are personally related to me because these are my three favorite women's superstars when it comes to the WWE roster. The first one we're going to be talking about today is going to be the WWE former women's champion, that is women's world heavyweight champion, that is Iyo Sky. Now, the one reason I really want to talk about Iyo Sky real quick is basic and simple point. It seems like WWE has a problem. So I don't even know why, and I don't know why it's a coincidence. Whenever any of my three favorite superstars are champion, like major champions, besides Kairi Sane, because we haven't really seen Kairi Sane like win a major titles, like in the past couple of years since she was in NXT. But it seems like when Bayley or Iyo Sky are champion, WWE just can't seem to book them right. Iyo Sky has been champion 2 times since she's been on the main roster. She won the Raw Women's Championship. Was it the SmackDown Women's? Which title was it? Was it the WWE Women's title at the time? I think it was the WWE Women's title at the time, but she won the championship, and obviously my other favorite, Bayley, beat her for the title, but even in that reign was better than her World Heavyweight Championship reign because WWE barely had her do anything after she defended the title at WrestleMania. And that is one of my biggest problems. It's like WWE was mainly focused on they were building the whole storyline around the Iyo versus Rhea match, as Rhea's never beaten Iyo. And if it wasn't for the Naomi cash-in, I wouldn't have been shocked to see WWE put the title on Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley is one of their biggest stars. But it's just frustrating to see that when they're not champion, they can book Bayley and Iyo well, and they can book Iyo Sky as a good babyface. Iyo Sky was doing this the whole basically time that she was champion since WrestleMania. She was only there for a couple appearances, and she only got a 2-3 week booking or a showcase, build up to Evolution, which wasn't really that much of a time. So it's really like WWE just didn't know what to do with Iyo Sky, and they had a whole bunch of opportunities that they had when it came to rivalries. They could have done Iyo Sky versus Asuka, recently. They could have done Iyo Sky versus Kairi. They could have done Iyo Sky versus Roxanne Perez. They could have had a whole bunch of other people. They could even ran back Iyo Sky versus Liv Morgan before Liv Morgan got injured. But no, since WrestleMania and since she's been champion, Iyo Sky has only had 3 title defenses, and those 3 title defenses were both twice against Rhea, technically Rhea, one against Rhea and Bianca at WrestleMania, and then her most recent title defense against Rhea. And it's just like I said, it's just so frustrating because the Iyo Sky is one of my favorite superstars that I love to watch. She is definitely one of the greatest performers that WWE has on their roster right now, and I highly doubt that WWE will want to let her go. But the thing is, Iyo Sky, when she's not champion, WWE seems to book her right. It seems like the chase for Iyo Sky is more better than when she's actually champion. Because let's not forget, when Iyo Sky became the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion, it was a complete shocker, and nobody really expected it. And everybody was so happy to see Iyo become champion again. And you can see the emotion on Iyo Sky's face when she was champion. She was loving it. But ever since then, it hasn't really been anything like the past WrestleMania. And I specifically focus on the WrestleMania part because it's like, alright, after WrestleMania, you're supposed to have an opportunity to build new stars, build new rivalries for Iyo Sky. But they basically had her do nothing. And that's a simple point. And I put that same instance on Bayley, and I'll get into Bayley in my next video. But this is kind of similar to what they did with Bayley. Let's not forget, when Bayley became the champion after beating Iyo Sky last year, they barely had her defend her title. They were barely booking her to the point where people were getting already bored with their title reign, even though it wasn't really her fault. It's just the way that she was being booked. And it ended up being that Bayley lost the title at SummerSlam. And keep in mind, SummerSlam is only 2 to 3 weeks. What's the possibility that if Naomi hadn't cashed in, that WWE would have had Iyo lost the title at SummerSlam? A very good possibility to Rhea Ripley, because SummerSlam is one of their biggest shows. So imagine WWE had done the same thing. Let's say WWE kept the title on Iyo, booked her to SummerSlam, had Iyo versus Rhea Ripley in a rematch at SummerSlam, and Iyo lost the match to Rhea Ripley. That would have basically been the same thing as what they did with Bayley. And you guys can't disagree, because both Bayley and Iyo Sky's title runs were kind of boring and kind of bad due to WWE's booking. It was not their fault. It was not like anybody else's fault. It was just how the WWE was booking him. So I want to see the next time Iyo Sky is champion, then Iyo Sky will become a champion again. I am very confident of that. The next time Iyo Sky is a champion, WWE, you need to book her right. You need to book her right and treat her with more respect, because she is one of the most talented performers that you guys have. And she is over with the fans. She is over with the fans. So, yeah, that's all I want WWE to do. Just have better booking for Iyo Sky and other people that are not Rhea Ripley when they're champions, because it seems like the only people that WWE can book right when they're champion is either Rhea or Becky. And I don't understand that. But, simple to the standpoint, I just want Iyo Sky to be better booked, because I love Iyo Sky. I want to see her do well. I want to see Iyo Sky become one of the greatest superstars of all time in the WWE. And she's already having a legacy when it comes to that, but still, it's the booking part that just frustrates me. But yeah, Iyo Sky will definitely be a champion again, and that's just what I have to say about that.